Okay, welcome back to the meeting. For the last presenter, Fitra, time
Okay,
is
thank you.
yours.
Okay, thank you, Eka. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
The Honorable Professor Dr. Syafrizal, S.Pd. M.Pd, and my friends whom I love. My name is Fitra Algarifani from class 6A with my name 22232000003. Today, I would like to present my PPT of seminar entitled The Influence of Korean Pop Boy Band, Bangtan Sonyeondan BTS English Song as Motivation to Improve Students' English Skills, Pronunciation Skill. So there are a table of content. There is background of the study, research problem and objective of the study, framework of thinking, research methodology, result and discussion, and the last is conclusion. Okay, next, the background of the study. This is the background. There are some points. The first, Indonesian student in learning English, difficulty in English pronunciation skill. The third, pronunciation skill and the importance. And then the lack of motivation, current culture, BTS boy group as the big influence, and song as a media in enhancing pronunciation skill. Well, as we know, Indonesian students have learned English since they study in elementary school, junior high school, senior high school, even in university level. Students learn English ability of reading, writing, listening, and communication in their English class. But the researcher found it and realized that Indonesian students still have difficulties in pronunciation skill due to there are some differences in pronunciation, sound system, and accent between Indonesia and English language. For instance, many students college often wrong pronunciation in word student. They always recite that words with student. However, pronunciation is defined as the procedure of for pronunciation words and sentences in English, which includes emphasis, articulation, and intonation. And learning English pronunciation is crucial for them in learning a language because pronunciation has a big influence in some aspects of English skills, specifically in reading and speaking. On the other hand, the big problem for students in this millennial era is lack of motivations in learning English language. They lack interest in English, particularly practices their English pronunciation. Therefore, the researcher tried to find the alternative way to enhance their interest in learning English pronunciation with something happening in millennial generation recently, namely Korean culture. Korean culture in Indonesia has a strong influence on various aspects of daily life, ranging from tastes in music, appearance of fashions, food, especially their girl band and boy band. And the result of survey by Get Stats that Indonesia got first ranks as the country with the biggest K-pop fans in the world. So that the researcher decided choose BTS boy group as the successful and popular boy band in the world. Because this boy band also has the biggest fandom right now, with its songs that are gender neutral and with English lyrics and a huge number of fans. That is why the researcher used BTS English song as media in enhancing pronunciation skill. Okay, the next research problem and the objective of the study. Here are our research problem and the objectives in the study. The research problem, does K-pop band BTS influence students' English pronunciation skill? And objective to find out the influence of BTS English songs to students' English pronunciation skill. Next, the framework of thinking. The first, the title, the influence of Korean pop boy band Bangtan Sonyeondan BTS English song as motivation to improve students' English skills, pronunciation skill. And the problem here, learners still have difficulties in pronunciation skill. And the third research objective to find out the influence of BTS English songs to students' English pronunciation skill. And then the research methodology here is quantitative research. The researcher used quantitative as a research design. Data collection and analysis are steps in the quantitative research process. It can be used to identify trends and averages, make forecasts, check the validity of causal hypotheses, and extrapolate findings to larger groups. And then the collecting data using pre-experimental as a research design. The researcher used pre-experimental design is a design that includes only one group or class that is given pre and post test. By Sugeno, 2014. In the study, the researcher used one group pretest post-test design in which the writers designed a sample group of Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University students by being given an initial test, pretest. Then students were given certain treatment, namely by giving the audio of the BTS song permission to dance and as guidance to improve their English pronunciation. After that, measurements were taken on the sample group of students by giving a final test or post-test. And there is the instruments. There are three instruments that I use. The first pre-test, the second post-test, and questionnaire via Google Classroom. And then the populations, college students of Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University, and the sample, 15 college students from several departments in Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University. And then the data analysis, descriptive analysis such as individual score or scoring rubric, mean, mode, percentage, frequency, and range. And the data analysis is done through direct measurement, summarization, reduction, and scoring, and in-depth analysis of individual cases. And the last result, discussion and conclusion. The research methodology in the study, I used an experimental research from form. I made research form with a pre-experimental design. Pre-experimental design is a design that includes only one group or class that is given pre and post test. In the study, the writer used one group pre-test, post-test design in which the writers design a sample group of Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University students by being given an initial test or pre-test. Then students were given certain treatment, namely by giving the audio of the BTS song Permission to Dance as guidance to improve their English pronunciation. After that, measurements were taken on the sample group of students by giving a final test or post-test. Next, the previous study, a study was conducted by Asmaradani and friends. The results of the study shows that a song as one of media that can be used for teaching and learning pronunciation have been proven can improve learners' English pronunciation skills significantly. Besides, the use of song in learning English can enhance learners' vocabulary, interest, motivation, and self-confidence. Next, the results. The pre-test totaled 1,198 with the mean 80, and it shows low pronunciation ability. Several subjects still lays in pronunciation, stressing accuracy, intonation, and fluency. The value is less than 0.05, which means the data is normally distributed. And the post test, the total 1,285 with mean 86, and it's improved because subject has shows the improvement of pronunciation, stressing, accuracy, intonation, and fluency. And the value is less than 0.05, which means the data is normally distributed. And there is the questionnaire. The questionnaire shows 76.9% are strongly agree, and 23.1% are agree, and it shows significantly improved. And it proved that BTS English song significantly can improve students' college English pronunciation skill. And next, the discussion. The aim of this study is to find out whether the students college who read the BTS English song lyrics by listening to the song have better in pronunciation skill that without listening to the songs. Based on the data above, the mean of pretest is 1,198, while the mean of posttest is 1,285. It means the mean of posttest is bigger than pretest that shows sig is smaller than 0.05, so that the writer can we conclude the hypothesis was accepted. In other words, English song can significantly improve students' college English pronunciation. In addition, from the questionnaires, result prove that BTS English song permission to dance can enhance students' college motivation to learn English pronunciation and also can be used as a media English language learning. So here the last is conclusion. Based on the results and the discussion above, the writer army concluded that BTS English song permission to dance is improved students' college English pronunciation skill. Related to the results of SPSS, that significance value 0.00 was lower than the significance level 0.05. A conclusion that the variables are normally distributed may be drawn from the output findings and the fact that the significance of the value for the pretest and posttest variables is more than 0.05. So that the writer concluded that BTS English song is very influenced in learning foreign language to improve English pronunciation skills significantly. Finally, from the questionnaires, result proof that BTS English song Permission to Dance can enhance students' college motivations to learn English pronunciation and also can be used as a media English language learning. So that's all my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you Fitra and everyone who has present the paper. Let's close this meeting with say hamdalah together.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.